Today we'll be talking about carrying around weight that you don't need to be carrying. And I'm not talking about physical weight, I'm talking about metaphorical mental weight. And to represent that, I got ice. I got ice on ice on ice on motherfucking ice. If you're stressed out right now, you're probably carrying around some shit that you don't need to be carrying around. You know what I'm talking about? Today I had the realization. I woke up not feeling myself. A bit anxious, they might say. I've been a little foggy, you know, on this YouTube journey, trying to figure out what I want my videos to look like, what I want to say in my videos, what I want to portray, you know. But essentially I found that, right? Oh, I gotta stop doing that. Essentially, I'm a person, right, that when I have a clear goal, a clear vision, clarity with where I wanna go, I'm typically good in life. Like, I'm typically not really shaken up by too much, not really worried about too much. I'm just going. And today, I was supposed to film for the main channel. I had a bunch of stuff to do, and I just was down in the dupes. I was really feeling the weight of my anxiety. I could feel it in my face and whatnot. And I'm like, what's going on? So like, for the sake of the video, we'll just call those like weights. Like shit that was weighing me down. I'm like trying to figure out, what is this stuff that is weighing me down? What I realized is they were pressures. What I realized is they were fears. What I realized is they were things that necessarily I wasn't trying to put on myself, but because of the way I was going about life, there were these weights that were on me I didn't even realize I was carrying. I felt pressures of people I went to high school with judging me doing my content stuff when I don't even talk to them. I felt fears of people going to my account and seeing, damn, he only has 200 views on his Insta reel, like he doing all this work for nothing. They're little nuggets that get dropped in and you don't realize, but like it'll set into your mind and then it'll set into your subconscious, and all of a sudden you're carrying around all these weights, not even necessarily consciously thinking these things, but there's little triggers firing them each time. And I realized I had so many of these little weights that it was really getting me foggy. I couldn't understand like why I couldn't just be in my zone. Just the point of what I'm trying to get across is sometimes we're carrying around weights and we're carrying around pressures and they're building up and we don't realize it, but you're putting another chain on, you putting another chain on, you putting another chain on, and check me out. You walk around with all this weight, and here's the thing. I can still push through it. I can still do what I need to do. But did you see how I was really struggling with that and how all those weights added up? Because I'm used to those weights, I can still push through. But look what happens when I have no weights, when I let those weights go. Yeah, sometimes you need some weight on your shoulders to build you up to be stronger. But sometimes you can see with my form in those last ones, that shit was ugly. It was getting ugly. I was about to fall on my face. Sometimes those weights you don't notice. These weights adding up and you not noticing it. And you just struggling through because that's what you do. And then all of a sudden you fall on your face. You let those weights go. You gonna fly, baby. So shout out Muhammad. Muhammad, I know you watching this. Drop your name in the comment section below. We can get a little chat going. Me, you, Muhammad, whoever else. Yeah.
Don't date your ex's friends. Don't date your ex's friends. Don't